And clap.
What's up, guys? We're back. It's Toss and Turn NYC. Look who's here.
Yay, I'm back.
Melissa, thank you for coming back. My co-host with the most.
I like that. All right, I'm gonna have to put that.
We got a few things on the agenda today. Just off topic, right into topics. I want to say family and friends. We'll talk about that. Overcoming setbacks, living in New York, and having so many things to do. Volunteering. My sis did that a few weeks ago. Kind of want to bring that into light. I made a vegan pizza. She tasted it.
It was I.
Yeah. So it was I. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Overall, we're just going to jump into these subject matters. But today is Sunday. It's been raining for the past 5 days, and now it's a beautiful day outside. And I stepped outside for a second. It's just really, really cold, which is ideal because it's winter.
This is true.
Yeah.
But the sun's out, so it's like just makes it kind of nice.
Yeah, it's been 50 degrees all week though. It's been like warm rain.
It was nice last week. Like for like 2 days, I was like, what? Like the day that was like 55 degrees. Was it Monday, Tuesday?
I'm not too sure.
Awesome.
I can't keep track of my days. I'm doing so many things now, and even today, it's just been a whirlwind of things to do. Yeah, it's just too much on the plate. I want to say, if anyone's out there is feeling it,
hang in there.
Yeah, man, keep track of what you need to do, prioritize, and then make a list. Check it twice.
Yep.
Be your own Santa Claus. But I wanted to say it is February. This is my second episode in February, so we're chugging along into the new year. A question that I have, so you can comment down below, is what health choices have you made so far? And are you proud or are you disappointed? Let me know. Comment down below. That's the question we got going. And there's been a lot of people that start their whole 2020 with like ambitions and goals, and by the time it hits the middle of January or start of February, they trickle down to zero. So I just want to see where everyone's head's at as far as that is concerned. Yeah. Very, very much so.
2020 goals, yeah.
2020 goals. On another note, we're matchy. I like your pants.
I love them. I actually got 2 pairs of these yesterday. They're so nice, and they're soft, and they're warm.
Are they like smooth to put on the...
They are, and I think it's because of this.
Velvet?
Look at that.
Oh, wow, nice. That's a good material.
Yeah.
And we got matching gray. I wore a short sleeve today, so you can kind of see the outline on my tattoo. You got a brand new fresh tattoo.
I did.
Can't see them on those pants, but
amazing cover up done. Right now it's peeling. You know, it's going through its process.
Where was that tattoo artist?
It was Blackfish Tattoo on 42nd to 34th.
That guy's lines and art is magical.
Is a beast. So yes. Definitely going back for more. I'm super impressed, like, with it. Like, it totally looks like I never had the old tattoo there to begin with.
Yeah, because this was a cover-up.
It was a cover-up.
And I think he did you're absolutely right. The ink itself, you cannot see anything at all. So, very impressive work.
Guys, very good.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going back probably at the end of this month to get my second one. It's got to be very small. So, yeah. I'm on a tattoo craze.
Uh-oh.
By the time you know it, I'm going to get a full sleeve.
But you got to have it ready for the summer or else you ain't getting in the water.
My last tattoo is going to be the one here. That's going to be my Christmas present to myself.
What, is that your forearm?
My
because
forearm
people
one.
aren't just watching us, they're listening in. You got one on your right leg redone, and now you're talking about getting a new one on your left arm.
Yes, but that's going to be on my left forearm, hopefully by the end of the year. It's going to be my Christmas present to myself.
Yeah, I told myself if I get to a position where I want to be by June, I'll probably get the rest of my back inked because I wanted to be out and about. So I got the tiger, and it's like a reward system that I have going for myself. I did want it completed before June, but I don't see the progression unless I'm like doing crazy stuff by the end of this month.
Because you don't want it to be out in the sun with your fresh tats.
I don't know. I don't care if they fade. That's the whole point. They're supposed to fade.
Yeah, by the way, supposed to look good for a little bit.
super end game, right? Super end game is that you don't get like if you're getting a tattoo, don't get the lines too thick. Try to find an artist that does really thin, fine lines because as you age, they will fade. So what you could do is go back and get it refresh, but that means that whoever the artist is that's going to be redoing the tattoo, he needs to be like going over fine lines or else your tattoo is going to be extremely thick. So if you got an artist that can do really thin lines like yours right now, that guy is nasty.
He was good.
And I just recently saw one of his pictures where he has like a single, people do line art, but then you showed me where he fades from, it's a line, but it's a rainbow. It goes blue, yellow, green, red, whatever, within a single stroked line. Poof, nasty, mind blowing. Anyway.
Yeah.
I say find an artist that suits your needs and don't rush an ink process.
Yeah,
like,
definitely
do your homework. I'm reading the notepad to keep on track. I kind of want to zip through this episode. And the next subject matter is family and chosen family, which are your friends. So like I know we're Hispanic and we have a really big family.
Yes, we do.
Our grandfather wasn't one to sit still. He was like moving around. And,
yeah. Even now we have an aunt that's Alex's age. You know.
What is that?
Alex is our 32.
32.
32. So we have
She got 3
LD
kids.
and I have an aunt that's younger than us.
Yeah.
And then we also have an aunt that's our age. So it's like, which is Julie.
Yeah.
So, he
He moved around.
He did.
And in that sense of the word, I think, what were the numbers? You said 7.
12 on dad's side. And then I think there's 7 plus, let's say 10. I'm going to go with 10.
So it's double digits on both sides of our parents.
For sure.
Which means we got a really large family. And I can't say that to this day, I don't hang out with any one of them. Like, as much as...
We used to.
Yeah, as sad as that is. But just, we don't have the same circle, interest. Yeah, it's just, we see them from time to time. Kind of get invited to places, so we do that. But for the most part, we have different interests, and the city keeps me really busy. Especially with my choices of activities. Like for the most part, I'm commuting an hour almost in any given direction, which I dislike, but I try to use that commute time to be productive.
Yeah.
But then you have your chosen friends, and that becomes like part of your clique or family. I wonder, do you guys find that same atmosphere? Because I kind of go to a gym and then I'll meet people, and slowly but surely, like Shaq I had on the last episode, which we talked real quick about your tattoo, but we had him on, and I met him through like, I want to say just an outing, but we both relatively went to the same gym, and that's how we became friends. And even now I'm supposed to be meeting up with him, but today has been a whirlwind. I'm not on considerable schedule. We didn't have brunch today. We didn't even have thing. You're busy doing your thing here, and now I've pulled you out, so I appreciate you sitting down.
Yeah, it's fine. Not doing anything out of the norm. It's just cleaning, guys. It's just cleaning. It's Sunday, okay? And laundry.
Yeah, but that gives you like clarity, and it lets you start your week right.
I do like cleanliness.
Like the idea here is you guys need routines so that you can start off on the right foot. They say that like if you make your bed at the beginning of the day, you can check something off your list. And that's like a great process, because then that means you've already crushed something. And every single time you do that, it's a good incentive. But yeah, I pulled you away from your things, and I get agitated really easily if I can't do what I want to do. So I know the vibes, and I'm very passionate about my shit, so I tear up and I get angry. Like tears start to form. It's not that I'm crying, but my rage bubbles from within.
And it becomes tears.
And it becomes tears.
I'm not crying, it's just my eyes are wet.
They're like, yo, what's going on with you? I'm like, I'm emotionally unstable. Lucky I don't bite someone.
Some level. Yeah, we all are at some level. It's called fucking life.
It is. And moving back to the city, I know you're not one to. We're very. What is that? When you're within your own, you'd rather be inside of your own comfort zone.
I wouldn't say loners, but
we thrive in company.
We but we can also, we're also okay. Well, at least I am. I don't know about you, but I know I'm okay with being alone, mostly because I lived in Texas for so long and I was alone most of the time. So I'm perfectly okay with being alone. But yes, every once in a while I do like being around people, but not just anyone though. Like I have to be around people that I can relate to, that I can have conversations with, that I can have fun with, that I can just have a genuine connection with. Like it's not just like meeting randos at the bar. I don't entertain randos. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't hide my face, and if you're boring me, it's gonna show.
I'm terrible at hiding my face, man.
I can't. Like, and I'll be nice to you for a little bit, and then after that, it's like, okay, I gotta go. Bye. Like, I can't
do it. I can't do it. I can't pretend to enjoy someone's company.
No, I can't either. So yeah.
I feel like I got in trouble because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I got ragged on, but I just can't sit around watching football. It's not my thing, man. It's not my jam. So I'll go. I dropped off things that were important, so so everyone else can partake and enjoy their time. But I got ragged on and I got shitted on because they are friends and they are friends.
Try not to call.
Yo, you better drink some water. You better drink some water. Welcome back, Melissa. Coughing a thousand times during the episode.
Oh man.
But yeah, definitely. I can't hide my face either. So that's why I like chosen family are your friends, and we definitely have to have mutual interest. I know my friends have put up with some shit because. If I'm hungry, I'm hangry.
Me too.
And I'm
my friends know that though.
Yo,
like the minute I'm like, yo, I'm hungry, they're like, oh snap, we need to feed you
before you blow up on us. I do the same thing.
I appreciate you guys for knowing. I love you.
I'm like, yo, let's just get to a place. I'll pick off the menu. I feel like I'm not picky, but I hate salads. Like I'm not gonna they're not enough. They're not enough substance.
They really are, yeah.
And especially in certain places where I want to request, like, yo, give me some cashews, throw some almonds in there. You got cranberries. Let me see what other options you got. Don't give me just dry leaf. What are you doing to me? So,
add some quinoa in there, yeah.
It becomes a problem. But at the end of the day, like, chosen my family. I hope that they understand our family. I hope that they understand that, like, it's nothing against them per se. Like, we'll enjoy your company, but man, we're not doing the same things. Like, I know we used to throw a ton of parties when we were coming up.
Best of times.
And I feel like the last time we threw a party, everybody was on their devices.
Yes, that's why we stopped.
So we stopped throwing parties because, we stopped. Yeah, overall we've stopped. We've stopped throwing parties because at the end of the day we were all about dancing, and then when we see the failure in that everyone's just like, oh, let me just snap a group picture, and now
selfies,
we're just
and I'm having a blast here, and I'm like, but you're not doing anything.
Nobody's dancing. So now we go out to salsa events throughout the city, and that's even more fun
Yeah.
Because the people that are there are actually up for dancing.
Out to dance.
To dance.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you're not, you've jumped into, what is that?
Kizomba? Yes. I love it.
I can't get into it. It's too much personal contact with strangers.
But you know what? That's what a lot of people say, and that's why they don't like it, because of that personal contact. And at first, it is a little bit iffy, but you know, you definitely cannot be dancing that if you're a disgusting person. If you're a sweaty person and you're gross and you don't shower, then please don't dance kizomba, because it is very close contact.
And I'm not saying that the girls that I'm dancing with are gross. No. Wait. Hold on.
No, I'm talking in general.
Oh, okay.
It's just in general. Like, it's a very close contact dance. It's like a mixture of bachata and tango. I think it's very wonderful.
I think the community is really dope.
Yes, and
the dance community in New York is fire, because I enjoy the salsa events, the hustle events.
Yes. I can't get into hustle. See,
I know, because it's too far apart. You want that up close and personal.
It's like swing and salsa. Like, I don't like. I like watching swing. I don't like swinging. I mean, it's just like, it's fun, but it's too much. It's too flashy for me.
The girls do too much work.
It's too flashy.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it is. I'm not a big flashy person. Like, that's why I like that whole sensual bachata and like that fancy salsa stuff. Like, I'm not into that. Just give me a normal dance that I can just have fun with.
That's something that me and her could really relate to. I definitely do like to dance. I guess I am a little bit more flamboyant, but the guys doing hustle don't do much.
Oh, that's probably.
They're just chilling. They're just letting the girls do all the work.
Oh yeah, no.
They can say all they want. I drop down to a knee. I get up. I do 1,000 spins. Nah, the girl's overworking it.
Oh yeah.
She got the flair. She got the legs. She got the moves.
Definitely don't.
She got the waist. But yeah, the kizomba stuff, man, that's like really personal. Sometimes I feel very awkward. And
but you don't always have to dance really close. I mean,
I do enjoy bachata, but like if I'm dancing kizomba, which I've done like a few times, I keep the distance a little bit.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to. It's just, you know.
And the spaces that the kizomba takes place are really tight. So even the venue is tight. It's not like you got elbow room. You gotta be close. So it's not intentional for the most part, but in many cases you're just like, all right, cool, I'm on your neck, I'm sorry. But this is where you get to whisper. So if you want to talk to a girl into her ear and not be like rude, you could whisper or yell at her, and because the atmosphere provides it. So yeah, chosen family, man. It works out because maybe you have the same interests, and you're not forcing that relationship, but it's just occurring over time. And since we both like to do the active dancing, we'll be out. We'll talk about it some more, but we'll be out during the summer.
Starts coming up, yeah. Go every
a lot
Tuesday.
of stuff this upcoming Thursday. Brooklyn's Museum is hosting another salsa event.
The salsa thing, okay.
Yeah, so definitely attending that. I'm going for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I now flip my schedule, so I get to participate.
Oh, so you get to go. Yeah, you're right.
I missed they had it during the winter. I went once, man, and it was beautiful. It's live music. That's what makes it really good.
I've gone one time, and then I think Shaq has told me about it a couple times, but then like
it's just
we won't
really
end up
deep.
going.
It's just really deep.
Yeah, it's also very far. So.
You could drive, but the problem is finding parking. It's by a museum. It's by so. But
it is nice.
We take the 2 train. The 2 train leaves you like on the block. Like you walk less than half a block. So during the winter, it wasn't bad at all.
Okay. Sweet Chick is around there too.
But that means I'm gonna have to keep my schedule early instead of like flipping if I ever want to participate. During the summer, I like these evening things, and I like to get my training up. So I work the mornings just so that I can do all these things. But yeah, back into dancing just because my schedule's flipped.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
So I'll let you know. I'll give you a heads up. Let
me know, because I get off of work at around 5, so I probably just hop on the train and go straight there.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it.
Change anyway. So it's like
you got to compromise there. For those that don't live in the city, we have a lot of different trains that interject. If you get in the MTA on any specific stop, you can go really far. You could take a 3-hour train ride on the MTA and end up somewhere that you did not plan to be, which has happened in the past to me. I've fallen asleep and it happens, man. You fall asleep and then you end up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's happened when I've been drinking in the past. It's happened when I'm like half asleep or because I'm from exhaustion. But now cops are all over the place. Recently, they like kicked a young girl out of the platform she was trying to go home from school. Anyway, they're really NYPD is on it. So if you're taking the train,
they have a lot. Yeah, they have a lot of
police.
Well, not police, but they do have a lot of MTA. I've noticed on the 181st train.
Oh, now they're just guiding
elevator.
people. Yeah, they're guiding.
I'm
people.
wondering if if
Things
somebody complained or if some things. Yeah. But I get it. I mean,
people gotta go.
People,
yeah, they gotta keep
there's no way,
the ball moving.
And some people just don't know how to move to the side.
So overcoming setbacks is kind of the next subject matter that I want to jump into. I know I've had a really heavy setback, and every single time I try to progress in that, I know I feel emotional to it, whether it brings me down or I've set an agenda or a goal, or let's film this at 12 or 1 and then it turns into 4 o'clock and I'm like, yeah, everything has setbacks. How do you overcome? You had a lot of
I had a lot
run
when
around.
It came to the DOE, and I'm still struggling with it. So this midwinter recess, I'm gonna start filling out my applications to.
So during your free time, you're gonna crush it, or try to,
and start sending out more paperwork and see if something eventually gets fixed, because
I feel
DOE
like
just sucks.
Yeah, I feel like
like there's no really way around it. It just sucks, and they just. It's a lot.
Yeah, the loop,
but it's very frustrating.
It's the New York City system in general. Like I feel like apps have aided in making things smoother. Like if you're going to the DMV, you can pre-register for things, whether that's the class or licensing or photo op or whatever, and then you can streamline it. Vehicle registration, that kind of stuff. Because if you go in person, the line is so slow, everything takes time. But even then, you got to expect to spend an entire day. It's like the hospital.
Yeah.
You recently just went.
So I went for an appointment with Mom, and our appointment was at 10 a.m. and we did not get out of there till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's silly because they put an appointment time, but then it's like by the order of which people arrive. So I'm like, what's the whole point of you giving an appointment time if it's by the order that people arrive? Because if that was the case, then my ass would have been there at 7 a.m. in the morning. Word. So I can get out of there early. So it just took a lot longer than expected, and I just hate just hospitals and rooms and where people get things done in general, because I feel like that, even though it's supposed to be sanitary, it's probably one of the dirtiest places, because that's where all the sick people go. You know? So it's like it's one of the dirtiest places you can ever be, and to just be sitting there all day long, breathing that air, is just very like ugh, to me.
I don't know what to do in those type of situations. I get a checkup yearly, and they also scheduled me for like an 8:30 thing. So I showed up, and it took easily like 45 minutes to get seen, and there was only 5 people in the waiting room. Yeah. Like, what's happening? Why? And one dude was like really upset because they told him that they were gonna accept his insurance, then they didn't, and then he was like, "What do I need?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't know. You should go talk to your insurance provider." It turned into a little fiasco. He was really like not in the mood for it. He said, "This is a waste of my time." He was already sitting there waiting for them to like tell him 2 hours later that they weren't gonna accept this. But yeah, setbacks are gonna happen. I want to know what you do to zen it out. Like, do you light a candle? You woosah the shit? Like, what?
Like during it?
Yeah, I guess during it. Like even now, I took a moment because I was helping Pops with his thing, and like he's been sitting on that for easily a month and a half. We filed those documents, and then I'm like every other week he sees me, he's like, oh, let's work on that. I'm like, cool, let's do it. But mind you, he picks the day where I'm like,
the busiest or out.
Well, we're always busy. I told him, bother me. We're always busy. Don't worry about me. Just like, let's do it. But how you wait till Sunday when things are closed? They're open from Monday through Saturday.
Yeah.
You know this. Who am I going to call? Who am I going to call? Nobody. I can't call anybody today.
Everybody's off.
Everybody's off on a Sunday.
I gotta love that.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just submit these pictures. Honestly, 2 of his photos got approved for the documentation.
Oh, good.
Apps make it easy, but the other 2 weren't approved, and we can't talk to nobody. So, Anyway, I think setbacks happen. So I took a moment, and I kind of, even when this isn't happening the right way, I sat here in silence for like a few seconds, just breathing it in.
Yeah, just get your
I kind of don't want to come into the show upset.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, punch some.
I get frustrated for the moment, and then like yesterday I was super frustrated, and I was also hungry. And touching back to what we said earlier, when I'm hungry, I get hangry very easily. So
Al did the justice and got you guys food, and the food had arrived maybe like 15 minutes before you got here.
Because I told him, I was like, I'm gonna text you when we're in the taxi, so that way like you order it. But everything worked out. I think we all came, we all ate, and then everybody's like, all right, back to our day.
At the end of the day, we want to make sure that our lady's all right.
Yes,
like, I appreciate you going with her. I kind of hung out here with Al, with the kid, and like we made a day of just like waiting for the pending results.
Yeah, but everything's fine. She might have just been having a bad day that day, and that's why it just kind of raised the red flag. But
okay.
So
just need to breathe shit out. I think
read, color, yoga. Coloring is very peaceful for me. I actually love coloring.
I saw that you reassembled the Lego, the Friends thing.
I did.
That's
I'm about
like
to
a
knock
moment
it
of
down
zen?
so I can put it away. Yeah.
That's a zen
I don't want
moment.
it to collect too much dust. So honestly, this building sucks when it comes to.
It's old, man. You can't judge it.
Yeah.
The whole thing is shifting. We're on water.
Everything.
We're on water, guys.
I don't think we're as bad as Florida though.
They're just floating. They're
Florida's
floating
gonna
off.
sink in any minute. Minute now.
Yeah, I spoke to Judy and I was like, as long as I relocate to above sea level, because global warming, it's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll definitely be submerged. We're both nodding in agreement.
Pretty much. Pick the highest tower in NYC.
Hudson Heights has the highest natural land point in Manhattan. So I think Chili's doing it right because he lives up there. That's why we take an elevator up to him, or you can climb the hill.
Ugh, those stairs.
Oh, the 187 stairs too.
Them John Wick stairs, bro. Them John Wick stairs.
People don't know about that. Watch out. There are no John Wick stairs around here because then it's like the Joker. Everybody just wants to reshoot a scene.
Where is that at?
It's in the Bronx.
Oh.
Yo, they were bombarding those staircases.
They were? I'm surprised that they didn't know. I'm surprised that...
Nah, you should have seen what happened.
UP isn't being bombarded right now.
No.
That's right.
The people dressed up as the Joker went to the Bronx steps and got beat on. Like, people locally started just throwing shit at them.
Oh, my goodness.
And it turned ugly.
But the Bronx is,
The Bronx is nice. The Bronx is nice.
The Bronx.
Yeah.
We gotta say.
Either you're relative to the space and you know what you're doing, or you're getting hit.
Yeah.
It's a clapback moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
anything that'll give you a peace of mind.
Yeah,
pretty much. Color, yoga, go for a walk, go for a jog, bike run. I mean,
listen
take a
to
moment
music,
and just
close
breathe.
your eyes, even if you're on the train. You know what I mean?
I love listening to music on the train.
I enjoy it.
I think it's my one time to just sit and just do nothing and just people watch.
Yeah, sometimes.
Always be aware of your surroundings, guys.
Oh, for sure.
Always.
For sure.
So you can be zen and watchful at the same time.
Wow. Volunteering. I wanted to touch upon that subject too, because you ended up going. By the way, I registered for the thing. It was on a Friday. I wanted to. It's appointment based. I set the time aside. It didn't happen, so now I have to reschedule. And
Like the actual orientation.
hold for the music. All right, we're good. Remember, Spanish music is part of our culture, so it's loud out here. If it's not a fire siren,
they canceled the orientation?
No, they didn't cancel it, man. I didn't realize it was like a video call or a call.
Yeah, you have to like.
So you gotta make sure you're logged in.
Yeah,
I was like waiting for the call, Mel.
Oh no, you had to go into the website.
Yo, that's kind of messed up. I'm like, they never called me. I was like 10:15. I was like, it's 15 minutes in. How are they late for this call? And then I looked at the email at like 10:20, but it was a video or.
Yeah.
You gotta log in to see it, and I was like, damn.
Log in and make sure you write your first and last name.
So now I gotta like do that again, and I just haven't made time for it this week. But
but I mean, you just sit there. You don't have to like. He'll take like polls. Like he'll do a poll. Like, oh, how many of you guys are here for whatever, and then you like just click a button, do polls. You don't really have to answer questions. There's no test.
And it's
you just talk about the different.
So you got to volunteer. How did that go?
It was great. I actually went up here, right here on by Dubs, the geriatric center on 190, and they had a really nice like opera performance thing going on, and so I just assisted from moving the residents from their rooms to the auditorium and back. So it was pretty simple. I mean, then I got to stay for the show, which was really nice, and then just escort everyone back to their rooms. I have another one coming up next week. It's doing the same thing, but this time it's downtown. I try to do things throughout the week. I think this one is on a Thursday, actually. I think it's this Thursday. Oh, it's this Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when the museum thing is happening or the salsa event, so I gotta just look up the date.
Yeah. Because if it's this Thursday, I signed up for that thing. But
I gotta double check my calendar too, because I gotta see when I can sit down and do the registration. Because you showed me that they needed like martial arts instructors at least for kids, real quick, or some self-defense for people. I'd like to give back in that way, just teach someone how to like escape certain grabs or just be more equipped to defend themselves.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really nice. It was really simple. It was, obviously a lot of the people that were there have been there for, it was like their 20th time volunteering the same. Like they already knew everyone there. So it was like me and one other girl that we were just like, we're newbies, so.
Yeah.
But it's definitely nice. It was definitely appreciated because that day it was snowing. It was the day that it was snowing really bad on that Saturday.
Oh.
So, they were just like, it's really awesome that you guys actually made it out here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to continue to do more of that.
At least like 2 or 3 times a month. I want to say I'm shooting for the same goal. Time is a little bit precious, and I'm trying to do so much. But if I can schedule it, then I can make it. Which reminds me that Joel Vasquez fought last night, and he won. This is his 4th win by knockout. So shout outs to the homie. He crushed it, man. That's all I really want to say. So Action BK, if you're not following him, go follow him. He's 4-0 right now. All 4 have been knockouts. And man, shout outs to his whole team. It's I'm pretty sure the description is down below. It's the Iron Gym. I wish I had the information right in front of me, but I'm going off rip and I'm very terrible. But Joel, congrats on your victory, man. Hope to see you soon and celebrate. The volunteering aspect is ideal, especially if you can make time for it. Which, as of right now, with this new schedule, we should be able to do it. And at the same time, I just really wanted to hear how it went because I haven't we've talked here and there, but we haven't really sat down to talk about what it is that you did and how to go. I didn't even recall that it was on a snow day.
Yeah.
It was very
it was a few weeks ago. I have it. I was supposed to volunteer last Saturday, the day that I got the tattoo, but I ended up having to reschedule that because he rescheduled the tattoo for Saturday. So it was kind of like...
Right, because you were supposed to go midweek for the tattoo, but then it got rescheduled. But I'm glad everything worked out, though, and that art does look really nice, so...
It does.
You're going to be rocking some shorts.
Yes. I'm excited.
And we made, I think it was that Sunday after your tattoo. I don't really recall.
Yeah, I think it was.
It ended up being the next rollover day. We did, for those listening in, it's been easily 2.5 weeks or something like that. These things have happened a long time ago.
Yeah,
the volunteering is easily 3.5 weeks ago.
It was about 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago because I got the tattoo 2 weeks
I'm telling you, it's we're busy. So whenever I get a chance to sit down and talk trash with my sis, it's great. But we do so with the haste. So it's not we talk about everything. But we did make vegan pizza, and that was weird because I didn't buy the right dough. Apparently you can go to a pizza shop and just ask them if they can sell you dough. So you can buy dough from a pizza shop instead of going to a big market and doing what we did, because we bought some cauliflower dough, which was already pre-made.
You can always use naan bread. Naan bread is very good.
Okay.
Naan bread is very good.
I kind of want to roll and batter it up and kind of and do the sauce. Not crush my own tomatoes, maybe, and put my own cilantro and stuff into. But the cheese was the thing that was weird because it didn't really melt. I mean, it's not real cheese, man. It's almond cheese and mozzarella cheese made from some form of nut. You know what I'm saying? I want to do a decent vegan pizza. I think it's edible.
Yeah, it was edible. It wasn't completely.
The sauce made it. The sauce made it better.
The sauce was good.
The sauce made it good, and
the cheese was the only thing.
It was weird.
I think if you would have put maybe some mushrooms and some spinach, and
I want a normal pizza before I add condiments.
You add the other stuff to it, okay.
Which was the case. Even the crust was I wasn't about it. I'm not a fan.
I think it was mostly the cauliflower. Cauliflower has but you can also make your own cauliflower crust because you can just grate some cauliflower and
batter it up.
Yeah.
I go to Vinny's a lot. They're in Brooklyn, and Two Boots, they have vegan pizza. But I feel it's just I don't know. They don't do regular cheese pizza because you got to add things to it for it to taste good. So they have a variety of choices, but they're all $4 to $5 for a slice.
Oh, yeah.
And that's pizza. That's someone hitting me in the face.
Heights where you're just $1?
$1.50 to $2 for a slice, and man, those slices are really good. If you're
downtown by the club, you get them for $1.
But yeah, the vegan pizza was all right, I think. But I want to give it another shot, try it again. And Shaq's channel about this much thing, he has a bunch of different options that are plant-based, but he hasn't made a slice. And I told him, man, I got a challenge for you. Make me a slice. Make me some pizza.
I think he's tried the whole cheese or butter thing. Yeah, he hasn't found the right.
We did mac and cheese. He's still trying to edit that one.
Okay,
but
good.
We did mac and cheese. Man, and that shit was yummy. We made cashew cheese. And you just can't put cashew cheese because it looks
What about that cheese that you bought that was in the block? Maybe you can just grate some of that onto the pizza.
Yeah, because it melts really nice. But then I'm buying block cheese to grate it. I don't know.
Hey, you got to put in the work if you want.
You're right.
I mean,
you're right, but that's already spicy cheese. That's why I bought the bag.
No, the mozzarella one was good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It just doesn't melt the same. It didn't melt the same.
It didn't. But that wasn't the same cheese, though.
Yeah. It was the same company, same type of cheese, except the block one had spice in it already, where the one that was already pre-grated. And then the oven was set to a higher temperature and for longer. That's why the crust was it was. I don't know if that was the sound. But the crust was pretty brick. It tasted it tasted like a cracker. And I was like, damn, this is not it, Chief, because I just wanted the cheese to melt.
Yeah.
It didn't do it.
Yeah.
So
it could have been a few factors. I feel like practice makes perfect.
I
try fixing the dough and
Yeah.
then do the same cheese, and then try fixing the cheese with a different dough. I mean, it might have been.
This is going to take multiple attempts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
And I'm going to state the question again. What health choices have you made so far, and are you proud or disappointed? So comment down below if you have or whatnot, because I think I've made a few health choices, and at this point I was disappointed maybe middle of January, but now we're like a week into February. I'm in a better I've gotten on. I really had to put some effort into sleeping right, because I was working an evening shift. So that's what this week was about. So I'm happy about that. I'm proud of it, that I was able to manage to get up super early to get to work at 7 or 8 o'clock. So that's a health choice, trying to go to bed early. I still have a problem with sleeping. I sleep like 4 to 6 hours. I don't sleep to 8.
Oh, no, I'm grumpy as hell if I sleep 4 to 6 hours.
And I still continue to drink water. I want to go on a fruit binge for at least 3 weeks where I'm just eating more fruits.
That's not a sugar though. I mean, even though it's natural sugar, it's still sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, but right now I'm like,
maybe like veggies and fruits. Like certain veggies.
You know
like
what I'm getting into
veggies.
too? I'm getting into having some form of souped up veggie, like vegetables and broth type of thing. Like I'm vibing off of that, especially if it's seasoned good.
So you're eating a bash food? Is that what you're eating? Sebastian's food? Is that what you're
Sebastian is eating my food. Sebastian is eating my food.
He's eating compota, you guys.
Nah, that's not the case.
I don't know.
But I don't put it in the blender. I eat mashed potatoes, carrots, what the hell, broccoli. I need
like all mixed in.
All mixed in.
Like steamed?
Steamed. It's
okay,
steamed and then like in an open, like a wok. Like you just wok. All right. So that it's like just flipped on itself and it has.
We need a wok, by the way. We don't have one.
We have a big ass pot.
No, it's not the same.
I know
as a wok.
it's not. But it's
you can't
deep.
do it.
You're absolutely. She's doing hand gestures for those listening into the sound effects.
If you guys have been to a Chinese restaurant, then you know what that is. Okay, it's when they're flipping
the veggies or the.
Let's see.
Rice
I made a health choice.
What is it?
I have stopped eating cheese.
Hey!
I have stopped eating cheese, and I have not had cheese for at least 2 months.
That's gonna be
a month and some. I'll say 6 weeks.
That's gonna be tough though, because
it is tough because I love cheese. Like I love.
I'm gonna have to get us more alternatives.
But
the brick was good though. You like the spicy.
The brick was good, but like I can't.
Almond cheese.
My skin has definitely gotten a lot better. I noticed that any time that I ate like either butter or cheese, because milk doesn't really do anything. But it's like actual cheese and butter. I cannot have like excessive amounts of that. And so it's like I had the biggest planet on my forehead 2 weeks ago. You remember that?
Yeah.
And it's because I ate I tried your butter vegan because I'm like, it's vegan and it's probably not even real butter. It's still
no way that gave you a pimple.
2 pieces of bread with butter with like my coffee and
I gotta
stuff.
wash my face then.
Yeah,
no, but I've been having it. Also,
but you're fine though. You're
that
probably
loaf of bread that you guys recently bought.
That manteca bread, that shit is good.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so it's been very difficult for me because you don't know how bad I just want like a slice of like cheesy pizza. If you live in New York and you can't have pizza, that's
crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah,
that's like living on an island and not being able to go to the beach. It's like what?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I've been vegan for a few years now, and I think it's the one thing that I miss the most.
Yeah,
I miss pizza, man.
I love pizza. Pizza and burgers. You can get me with that anytime. Pizza or burgers?
Nah, I miss pizza. After training, I would go with the team and like eat like 2 or 3 slices of pizza, and it was always delicious. And I'm not around it, out of sight, out of mind. But it's one of those things. I haven't been able to pull a slice and just watch the cheese pull off.
That's like the best part.
I haven't had that as a vegan. So if you guys have a vegan pizza, cheese, whatever, let me know, man. Let me know, because holy hell, I can't find it. I'm like, maybe I'm just not doing enough research, or I'm just dreaming. Am I a hopeful vegan or plant-based eater? Can someone create a substance that melts just like cheese does for us? So nice. But I haven't had milk or cheese in so long that I don't even remember the taste.
Milk.
So the pizza was great for me, but it's I'm glad that you're trying to clear up your skin.
I think it has cleared up a lot. I think I feel a lot better. I think my skin in general, that dairy, just taking that out has been very helpful. So, and then I plan on starting intermittent fasting in the next couple weeks after midwinter recess.
Yeah, I heard it's been working out for Mary. She dropped
she's doing really good, but she's 15 pounds. But she's also doing that elimination. And I tried Meshack. I'm sorry, I can't.
The elimination diet.
I can't. I'm eliminating way too many.
New modern diet. Intermediate fasting and elimination diet.
I feel like I found the culprit anyway, because I stopped eating cheese and my face hasn't broken. Like, I haven't gotten any pimples. I think overall in general, like, my skin just feels better. I just need to up my intake in water. And then just start eating more veggies and fruits.
Are you disappointed, or you're?
I'm not. I'm actually. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy, even though I can't have pizza, but I am happy overall with the results. Like, I'm happy with it.
That's my goal, man. That's my goal for this year.
And then intermittent fasting is more just to get, I don't know, kind of like a little reset for my body, and just kind of get back into eating healthier food.
Because it's really worked out for
you eat a lot of junk food, guys. Like, kids love parties. They love parties, and they love chips, and they love cookies, and they love all kinds of crap. And the school loves to give you that stuff. And of course, while the kids are enjoying it, so are you.
Yeah, I think it's also like to the point of Shaq. We just don't know what certain things are doing. So removing just one thing out of your intake, like what you're actually consuming, gives you an ability to, like, don't take everything off your plate. Just take one thing off, and then add one thing, and then remove one thing, and just experiment with yourselves, because everybody's different. Everybody's different. Like, what works for you doesn't work for the next guy.
Yeah. So I think just dairy in general for me, too much dairy. Like, and even now, like, I went to Green Juice and I had the turkey, cheese, and greens, and I had to take off the cheese. Like, it really pains me, but. I love my face, so I love my clear face.
I mean, if you can guess how old she is, I'll give it to you. But
nobody ever gets it right.
They say the same thing about me. If they can guess my age, we try our best to, stay healthy.
Especially because Hispanic families in general, we grew up on a lot of, like, high carb, high saturated oil fried foods, which are all delicious, by the way. They're amazing, but with those things come cholesterol and diabetes and arthritis and all this other crazy things that eventually catch up to you because of the way that you have been eating.
Yeah, so I
think we've kind of noticed that with our parents, and
I stay away from so much shit.
So we really try not to overindulge in those amazing foods, because they are amazing and you can get carried away. But too much of anything is bad. So another health trip that I'm going on is trying to get back into going tumbling or acrobatics. I've been practicing martial arts more in the seclusion of my own private space or in the park. But I want to get into a gym that has a bouncing floor so I can jump around. I miss jumping around, so I'm hoping that starts to happen now in February. Now that I've regulated my sleep, I'll be seeing most of you guys at Zoo. For those of you tuning in, it's a gym that combines everything. They have a dance floor, they have a gymnastics floor, they have a trampoline, they have parkour space. They even have like
a dance space up top where they host like weekend parties and do all sorts of stuff. But I just need to get back on a gymnastics floor or, utilize the pit, because I don't feel like I'm going to be landing on my feet with all my weight yet. But I've lost like 7 pounds since the beginning of my transition for this regiment. I've been trying to lift more heavier weights. So there's like a lot of stuff going into trying to be healthy, and it's not just food.
It's baby steps.
So I hope you start getting involved into a gym. I know you were going to.
I still have the membership there. I just need to get back into it. But I mean, I feel like I'll probably be going more during the summer, and I'll just have to end up, again, back to apps. Apps are very helpful. There's a ton of apps out there that you can just download, and it gives you a nice little 30-minute workout in the morning. And if you can squeeze that in, that can make a big difference.
Yeah, you mentioned that's what you were going to try to do.
and that's what I'm going to start doing when I start the intermittent fasting.
I like,
but I'm going to...
Me and you are a little bit of the same. If I have like 1 or 2 things, I'm going to start it at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to start one thing and then I'm going to start another thing. I'd rather start everything all together and see how much I can endure. Mm-hmm. That's why...
I feel it's like kind of like a package for me.
Yeah,
too.
it's a package.
It's like, because the intermittent fasting,
you gotta
eat right, you gotta train right, because if I'm eating right, it's not gonna do much if I'm not really working out. You know, I know it's 80-20, it's 80% what you eat, 20% what you do in the gym, but I want to start that, not necessarily because I want to lose a bunch of weight, but I just want to get my body back to kind of like when I first got here in June, because I feel like when I got here in June I was okay because I was doing CrossFit and I was eating pretty, and I was a little bit toned. What's
a little bit sad about this area is that there aren't CrossFit gyms like that.
That's the first thing I
They're
looked for
super
when I got
far,
here.
and if you're gonna make or build one, you kind of need to have like some, you need to have some form of great instructors or whatnot, and people that know what they're doing, because CrossFit is intense, man. It's intense, and people can get hurt if they're not doing it right, just like any other sport. It's just not regular. And you said you particularly like CrossFit because it had a specific...
It did.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, then you're done and you're out.
Yep. I love that. I don't like going in and trying to figure out what am I going to do today. You walked in, it was on the board. They were like, all right, welcome. You guys start in 10 minutes. Everybody be like, what's up, what's up, what's up? We're stretching, and then all of a sudden you're into your workout.
Class.
Once you do your workout, and then you're like, all right, deuces, time's up, bye everyone.
Yeah.
And then you're just out. You don't have to train anybody. And it was a mixture of cardio and weights, which I really loved. And it was just like,
here, get on this real quick. Do 3 minutes of that. Here, get on this. 6 seconds of that.
It's just like, all right.
Yeah, I like CrossFit because it is it's one of the many things that kind of puts you in all categories. Like you're training your endurance, you're training your power, and then you don't do as, like, it's not designed to have you completely flexible, but they'll incorporate
some movements
so that you don't get hurt. They'll incorporate stretching so you don't get hurt, because you are lifting repeated amount of weights in a fast setting, in an awkward position.
Because a lot of those things you're just like, oh, you might,
this is weird.
It's just very awkward movements, and a lot of people, they do get hurt because you arch your back the wrong way with too much weight, and you're done. So. But I loved it, and the fact that I could just drive there, get there, do my workout, and go back home was like the best thing. Like here, you'd have to like jump on a train. You're sweaty, it's packed, and it's just because by the time you get off of work, it's like rush hour, and it's just like it's just too much. I don't like taking showers in gyms, so I just don't. I just don't.
I have the same problem, man.
I can't.
I can't do public restrooms.
Yeah, no.
I think we're just too privileged.
Well, now, because growing up we had a latrine.
Yeah, that's true. We did have a latrine.
And an outdoor shower with
People didn't need to know all that detail, but had a hole in the ground. Yeah. That's where we come from.
Yeah.
So
now that we have that option to not... Well, I choose that option.
Yeah, and I also I choose not to share my public space, public restroom spaces. It's not ideal.
It's not.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this segment. I know it's pretty quick. Holy hell, he startled the crap out of me.
Oh, Diesel was here, you guys, by the way. But Mom's coming.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he was in here. He startled the shit out of me. Please rewind that to your liking, because I was like, oh. Thank you for tuning in. We're signing off. We got to get the rest of the day. We kind of missed the event that was happening downtown because this pushed it back. But Happy New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. Lunar New Year. Jesus. Spit that out, guy. Happy Chinese Lunar New Year. Fantastic. It's been a long day already, and it's only 4:00. So I hope you guys are making the best out of your Sunday. I will see you guys
in the next round.
I want to say thanks for joining us, Mel.
For sure.
Say bye to the peeps.
Bye. Stay happy, stay healthy, drink water.
Yay, we got it out. Look at that. The magic. All right.
Pleasure.
Have a good one. Let's just walk off set. This is silly.
Oh.
Yeah, you're going to have to unplug. Show them what they got.